Neighborhood Awards will be held this year in Las Vegas, July 22nd through the 24th. We will be kicking...
What's up, Cyber World? It's your girl, the one and only ashsaidit, ashsaidit.com. ashsaidit.com, yes, your one-stop shop public speaking boutique. My clientele usually comes from people that have had their event, their weddings. I go do it, and we make things happen. We make history happen. Hear me now. We make history happen now. And so it's been a really awesome ride. And it continues in 2016 and beyond. So we're on the heels of sorry about that. We're on the heels of January. We're going into February, and events are booking up. Your girl's schedule, the calendar is full, and that's a blessing. That's a great feeling to have, and it's a great situation to be in. I'm busy, and that is a good thing. So I'm really excited. I'm in a place that I've never been before, honestly, where things are happening because I've put the wheels into motion and it's coming together. I don't know how else to put it. Everything is really coming together slowly but surely, and I'm super excited. Super excited. Okay, so I know I missed out one day with you guys. I missed out yesterday. I apologize. We had some technical issues going on with the speaker, but we got everything settled and everything is good to go. We're good to go again. But yeah, we had some issues yesterday with the speaker, and I couldn't record. I couldn't even do stuff offline, which was really weird. But hopefully they get those little bugs fixed, because I hate not being able to, send you guys updates or motivational stuff and things that you need to hear from your girl Breezy. But I'm excited. I'm playing kickball this year, you guys. I don't know if I told you guys or not, but yeah, I'm playing kickball, and I believe the season starts in April or sometime, so that's going to be interesting. Shout out to Coach Brandon. He's awesome, and not because he's our coach. He's awesome because he's also my frat. What's up? That's my frat brother. Yes, that's my signal brother, Brandon. So shout out to Coach Brandon. He's going to make sure that I'm doing right this season. He's going to make sure that we're all doing right. But I kind of told him, I was like, look, I'm not going to lie to you, Coach. Like, I'm not exactly the most athletic person. I stay in shape and I'm healthy. But I'm not like, I don't know a lot about kickball. I don't really remember a lot about kickball, honestly. What I remember is, not being picked on a team. I remember not being picked at all and just kind of going default where they needed an extra player, and not ever being up to bat to kick. So that it's kind of depressing, honestly, if I sit and think about it. It is kind of sad. I went through a lot of hard times as a child, growing up in Georgia. There was a lot of prejudice around me, and I made the best out of the situation. I did. And we just continued to forge forward. But I don't have a lot of great memories as far as like teams and stuff, and I think that's mostly why I never desired to do any teams and be athletic, because I was like, well, I don't feel like being picked last. I don't feel like being the default player. And that feeling is just horrible. I do not condone people to do that. I do not condone kids to do that to other children. That's just a mean thing to do. It's just horrible. It's just not a nice thing to do. It's not something that I would ever want any other child to ever feel like. It's just messed up. It really is just messed up. But yeah, I think that's one of the main reasons besides me not being, totally athletic, I've never really wanted to put myself in those positions and situations to necessarily be on a team because, like I said, number one, I'm not like overly athletic. Some people just have a natural athletic ability. That is not me. And I recognize where my strengths are from my weaknesses. And I'm not a naturally athletic person. But I can't discipline myself to become that. If that makes any sense. I am disciplined enough to do that. I proved that to myself when I trained and lost 97 pounds to join the Army. I trained myself to do that. It's a mindset that you have to go into. It's less about the weight, because, if you're doing the right thing and eating the right foods and exercising and moving and drinking your water and everything else, the weight's going to come off. It's just getting into that discipline mode where you totally, you're just doing the right thing all the time. Oh, yeah, I got to hear this Adele.
And free, I've forgotten how it felt before the world fell at our feet. There's such a difference between us and a million miles. Hello from the other side. I must have called 1,000 times to tell you I'm sorry for everything that I've done. But when I call, you never seem to be home. Hello from the outside.
Now, okay, so that was totally a change of pace. I love Adele. Do not get me wrong. I absolutely love Adele. But I have to be in an Adele listening mood. Because any Adele song, it just takes you to a very sad, melancholy place. If you weren't already in a sad place, listening to Adele will make you sad. Or if you're already down in the dumps, it's just kind of like she's accompanying you. She's there with you. I can't listen to too much Adele because I love her to death and I love her voice. But the tone of the music and the messages behind it, it sometimes can make you sad. It really can. And if you're already down in the dumps, go ahead and, stick a fork in it. You're officially done. You're officially done. So, no, but I love Adele. Love, love, love Adele. But, yeah. That is pretty much the story with the whole Adele situation. But, yeah, Adele's awesome. Love her two pieces. But, yeah, definitely something to check on out. Yeah, Adele. But yeah, back to kickball. Yeah, Coach Brandon, he seems like he knows what the hell he's doing and all that great stuff. But we're gonna see what happens. I don't know. We're cool now, and we're like, yeah, that's my friend, that's my sir. But I don't know. I may want to cuss him out like in a couple of months. I don't know yet. We're gonna see what happens. I just don't know. I want us to stay on this friendly tip, but I don't know what's gonna happen in the next couple of months. So, Coach Brandon, love you to pieces, bruh. But we're gonna see what happens. I don't know. I do not know. But I'm looking forward to it. They're picking out jerseys and stuff for us already, and colors and all that different stuff. So I'm excited. Excuse me. I'm excited. We are the Hustlin' Honeys. Yes, the Hustlin' Honeys. Yeah, so shout out to Eye Candy Kickers. That is my league. That's the league that I belong to. And shout out to the team, the Hustlin' Honeys. We're going to see what happens. I know that we're supposed to have been practicing and what did they say? They said some word that I didn't quite understand, but I've heard it before. We're supposed to be practicing and stuff now, and that has not happened in life yet. So it's going to be real interesting. It's going to be real interesting to see what happens with that. Real interesting. shall see what happens. We shall see what happens. But I got my cleats. Yes, I got my rubber cleats. I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, I got cleats. I've never had cleats before. I didn't know how to shop for them and look for them. I didn't know what to get. And then I tried to get something that was a neutral color so that, because I didn't know what our colors was going to be. I didn't know what our colors were going to be, so I tried to get somewhat neutral type colors so that it would blend well with the uniform. So I got some pretty, I got 2 pairs, and I'm ready. I got my rubber cleats, you know, and yeah, I think we're ready. I'm fairly confident we're ready to get this party started. Get this party started. Yeah, so, I don't know where that came from. I think I'm gonna wear pants just because I feel more confident with pants on. Having flesh exposed, I don't like my legs out and exposed because when I was a kid, I was always scabbing at my knees and my legs and everything. So I've still got some gashes and slashes from there. I've bruised myself and I've injured myself. So I will more than likely have a pair of my yoga pants on and maybe some boy shorts over it, you know, just to be cute, you know, because I mean we're the hustling honeys, you gotta be cute. But I'm not gonna rock anything crazy. I'm not gonna expose it. I'm just not that girl. And on top of me not playing kickball in 20 years, yeah, I'm not gonna do that thing there. Because kickball for me, I never had it, honestly, I didn't really pay attention, not gonna lie. But after grade school, nobody was ever talking about kickball. It was always sports like, you know, football, baseball, softball for girls, track and field, cheerleading, things of that nature. They didn't really promote kickball, so I'm not even sure if kickball was still even around when I was in high school. I want to say no because I don't remember them bringing it up, but I could be wrong. I could be completely and totally wrong, and it could have been a kickball team and I just ignored it. Whatever. But, yeah, so your girl's playing kickball. I have a big dinner next week. I'm going to be at, I'm not going to tell you where I'm going to be at, but I've got a big dinner that's next week with a lot of dignitaries and local government. So I'll be there rubbing elbows with people that you've seen all over television. Yes, and that's all because your girl is of boss status now. Yep, I am of boss status. So, what does that mean? It means I'm a boss chick. I run things. Things don't run we. Yeah. The Natural 101 event. The Natural 101 event. If you have not already, go ahead and RSVP. The Natural 101 event. The first 20 arrivals to the Natural 101 event get a special VIP swag bag. Point blank, period. They get a VIP swag bag. Yes, they do. And what it comes down to is a lot of these people, they didn't have to come and be a part of my event. They didn't. And for them to come out to the event where they didn't have to, you know, I want to show that appreciation, especially if you're on time. We want to reward those that are on time. If you don't reach there enough to get one of the 20 swag bags, which is going to have just a whole bunch of goodies, freebies, all kinds of great stuff, you need to be there early. So the Natural 101 event starts at 2 p.m. and ends at 4. So the earlier you get there, wink, wink, the more likely you'll get a swag bag. Okay. But yeah, I'm making 20 bags. First 20 people get it. If you're the 21st person, I'm sorry. I apologize, but you know, that's how life works out. But RSVPs have been flooding in. Thank you all. Thank you. So If you would like to come to the Natural 101 event, it is a free event. It is free to the public. It is going to be held at the Spa Boutique. That is a lashes salon out in Lawrenceville, GA, off of Old Norcross Road. All you have to do is go to ashsaidit.com, ashsaidit.com. There's a button on ashsaidit.com that says RSVP now. So you can go to that button, and it will help you to RSVP to this free event. And that's just giving us a head count, just giving us kind of a guideline of what to expect, who to expect. So I'm excited. You should be excited. And yeah, that's pretty much the story. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely looking forward to it. This is my first one that I'm doing, and we have plans for others. So just keep it open. This particular one it's an informative meet and greet, so to speak. I won't even necessarily say workshop, but it's an informative meet and greet where I've taken some industry professionals, some licensed professionals. This is not just people that, I do hair on the side, after I go to work. No. These are people that have been living and breathing this stuff for the last 20 plus years each. So they have a combined 68 years of service and work in the field of hair. So they know their stuff. And this is an informative event just talking about hair follicles, the different chemicals that are damaging to our hair, which is any type of hair, not just coarse hair, not just fine hair. Chemicals and things that we need to be aware of, and things that we need to really make sure that we understand. Go ahead. That we really need to understand is what we're putting into our hair, what we're putting into our scalp, what we're putting into our bodies. So I'm really excited about it because it was an idea, and now it's started to solidify. And now people are reaching out to me and saying, hey, I want to be a part of this. Hey, I want to come out to it. That's great. It's wonderful. So sign up, RSVP, come out to it. We're going to have a grand time. It is going to be filmed. Shout out to CViddy TV. They're going to actually film it for us. And we've got just a host of, there's so many sponsors that have just come out the woodworks for me. And I just want to say thank you to each one of those sponsors, because it means so much that they would take time out of their schedules, their day, and say, hey, Ash, we love you. We want to be a part of it. We see your vision. And thank you for including us. So I definitely want to say thank you to them for that. Yeah. Definitely. So I'm fairly I'm excited about it. I'm ready. I'm excited, and I think that this has made a huge impact on me, and I hope that it makes a huge impact on those that attend. Yay! And I just really want people to get at least one thing out of it, even if it's you came and you got a free swag bag with a whole bunch of treats and goodies, and you didn't necessarily hear all the speakers. I want you to get something out of it. Hopefully, one of the speakers will answer a question that you have about hair and about managing hair and about how different chemicals can damage your hair and what products are good to use given your type of hair. So I'm excited. You should be excited. We all should be excited. Everything's great. Everything's wonderful. Yeah. Oh, this is my Justin Bieber. I like this thing.
You look that much, oh baby, you should go and love yourself. And if you think that I'm still holding on to something, you should go and love yourself.
You should go and love yourself. You know how powerful that statement is? This reminds me of that song, You're So Vain. I bet you think I'm talking about you. If you think that I'm holding on at all, maybe you should go and love yourself. Maybe you should go and love yourself. And what is it? It's always those exes. They always come running up, turning up. And they always do that. I don't know what is their deal. I don't know what their deal is about that, but a lot of them they just do that. They do that foolish stuff. And they always come turning up and thinking that you want them back, and then you don't, because you've moved on to better streams. You floated on to better streams, darling. But they always think that, you know, you're caught up and you're just a broken person because they're no longer there in your life. And in all honesty, them leaving your life has really enhanced it. So in all honesty, we gotta say thanks. We gotta say thanks. So,
And as far as performers go,
I think that a lot of people need to just move on from bad situations. We've all made bad choices in relationships. I'm not exempted from that fact. I have totally had lapses in judgment with dealing with the opposite sex. I have. But you learn from those situations. You live and you learn. And you don't continue down that stupid path. Because sometimes it's a stupid path. You're like, you know what? That was just really dumb of you, Ash. That was just not the brightest thing that you could have ever done. And you're an educated person. You went to college. You have a degree. But you made a stupid, stupid decision. It happens. You know, we make mistakes. That's just life. I'm not going to sit up here and try to defend something that I've done in the past or people that I've dealt with in the past that I had no business dealing with. But maybe I was bored and, you know, stuff happens. And every single time, it has backfired on me. So I feel as though that's God's way of telling me, yeah, you were not meant to be with that person. Anyways, I didn't have that in my plans for you. So, yeah. So, we've all had a lapse in judgment. I've done it. I have done it. I'll be the first to stand up and say, you know what? There have been a couple of times I was dealing with some fools and I had no idea dealing with it. And then, like, in your mind, you know that it's not going to be a long-term thing because you're like, I would never introduce this person to my family. If that thought ever crosses your mind, then you are in a situation that you don't need to be in. Okay, don't waste your time. Don't worry about, oh, he's buying this. Oh, that's great. Oh, this is... Don't do it. If you ever pass a statement in your mind, he or she is never meeting my family, you know good and well this is not going to be a long-term thing. You know that. You just don't care. You're just selfish. And that's not a good place to be. It's not, because, you know, genuinely, that person, if they're genuine, which they're probably not, because I know that you're using them anyways, but that person could potentially get hurt. And that's where I have the problem. Because you should rarely prevent people from being hurt and getting hurt, because that's just the way that it should be. It's just really the way that it should be. So I feel as though we shouldn't be using people. I don't like that terminology of using one another, using this one to get to the top, using this one to get here, using that one to get there. I don't think that's right. I don't think that people should do that, but people still do it. Unfortunately, it still happens, and life goes on. You know, you just continue to push forward and forward with stuff, but, you know, life does go on. But, you know, think of that other person. But yeah, if you're in a relationship right now, I will say this. If you are in a relationship right now as I'm speaking, and one of your first thoughts is, well, I'm never going to introduce them to my family, you don't like that person very much less love them. So do them a favor as well as yourself. Just take yourself out of misery. You're not happy with this person. You don't see any long-term goals with them. Why are you dealing with it? Why? Because you're comfortable. Because maybe they're taking care of a couple of bills for you. It's not worth it. Because at the end of the day, you're not going to marry that person. You can push that idea into their head like you are, but you know that you're not going to. Hell, they might even know that too. So just be honest with yourself and be honest with them. They deserve that. And don't waste time. Time is one thing that you cannot get back. Don't waste it. Do not waste time. It's just not worth it. Don't waste time. Yours or theirs. And while you're sitting up here using this person because you don't want to be alone or you are ready to be married and all this, that person, just because they're filling in the gap right now, that doesn't mean that they're meant to be married. That doesn't mean that they're meant to be your soulmate. It doesn't mean that at all. At all. So I would definitely say make sure that things go the way that they're supposed to go. And that's just being real, being 100, being honest. Make sure that we're treating each other right with respect and dignity that each of us deserve. Well, most of us deserve. Some may not necessarily deserve it, but you know what? Do unto others as you would want them to do unto you. You know, and just leave it at that. I'll just say that much. Relay for Life. Okay, so we've got ads for Relay for Life going on right now. The Gwinnett Daily Post is doing the program for Relay, so your ad will go through the Gwinnett Daily Post. And let me tell you, the Gwinnett Daily Post is doing big things in a massive way. So we've got a deal right now for $180. Your ad can run in the program. Sorry. For $180, your ad can go into the program for the Gwinnett Relay. Now, last year, Gwinnett Relay had over 9,000 plus people. This year is going to be bigger and better. So, if you want to make sure that your stuff goes on, you'll need to make sure that you book your stuff in the program. Now, ashsaidit is going to be in the program. Yeah. We ain't playing them children games. No, we're not. So we're going to get us some exposure. And 9,000 plus people, that's more people than I've ever touched ever. So you best believe your girl's going to be an ad all up in that. Hell yeah. So I'm ready for that. It's a lot of moving pieces. There's a lot of moving pieces that go into it. A lot. A lot. So, I will have an email for you for Ms. Lauren Stevens, who is directly working. She works for Gwinnett Daily Post, but she's also the marketing lead for Gwinnett Relay. And we'll make sure that all that comes into play, and that we get some stuff started. We get the party started right. Oh yeah. So that's mostly it. So I missed. I pulled something a couple days ago, and I kind of was feeling it this morning, so I didn't end up going out and working out, but I got 2 meetings today, so I still had to get up out of the bed anyways, but a little bit later than usual. But we're making strides, you guys. We're making really, really big strides, and I can't wait. There's a lot of stuff going on, and I appreciate you guys so much. All the love, all the support, everybody that has been helping me since day one, promoting, pushing, reposting the flyer, all that stuff. It really helps. It makes a difference. It does. So that is what I've got to say about it. Yeah. I think that's mostly it. That's mostly what I've got going on for this weekend. I've got CPR training in the morning. Yes, so I can work with the kitties in case somebody decides to pass out, which I really hope doesn't happen. But if that does it's horrible English. I'm sorry, I'm still waking up. If that is the case, then I will be equipped and know what to do to save a life. So we're gonna get trained. And I gotta be out there at 8 a.m. God help me. 8 a.m. on a Saturday. So sleeping in, what's that? That is non-existent. Sleeping in, that doesn't even sound right. Sleeping in, what is that? What is that, y'all? I have no idea. So, yeah. It's about right. That's about right. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. So, that's pretty much been on my agenda. That has basically been on my agenda for the next 48 hours. I don't think we have anything going on Sunday. I think Sunday is pretty open, which we want to keep it that way. I don't know. I may want to catch some extra Z's or something. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But anyways, I am going to see y'all on the flip side. I love y'all to pieces. Keep doing what you do. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't achieve your goal, whatever it is. Sorry about that. Achieve your goals. Jump through hoops to get it. And anybody to tell you, oh, you can't do that. Ain't nobody from the neighborhood ain't never did nothing like that before. What make you think you so special? You turn around and you tell them, don't believe me, just watch. Watch what I do. Watch me knock this out the ballpark. Watch me set trends. Watch me set the tone. Watch me do it. That wasn't me. You know, so that's what you tell people of that type of spirit. You tell them, don't believe me, just watch. Watch what I do. Watch me knock it out the ballpark. And do it. Anyways, I love you guys to pieces. ashsaidit.com, ashsaidit.com, one love Ash. Info at ashsaidit.com, 1-800-274-4936. I love y'all, love y'all, love y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Deuces. Yeah.